Madden NFL 23, and we'll see Sean Murphy Bunting.
Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
After seeing what he did last week, throwing 4 touchdown passes, I had to go to my thesaurus to try and come up with some great words for what he did. I'm still coming up blank. He was scintillating.
I'm going simple. I don't have your thesaurus. I'm going dynamite. He was dynamite.
I'll take it.
Lawrence going to put it up right away. That's to the former Cardinal, Christian Kirk. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Inside give to Davis. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Lawrence. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The numbers for him from a week ago: 9 catches, 93 yards.
And he was able to pull that last pass in, but he's going to face a tall order here because he's going up against the #2 unit in the NFL against the pass.
From just shy of midfield, Lawrence. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 36. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle to Davis. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and 1. This defense for the Cards, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers. 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
Let's go now. Let's go. And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
3rd and goal from the 2, and they're going with a jumbo set offensively. Connor will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual-threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Now Murray off play action. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
Returnable here for Davis. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And they will take over first and 10. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Play action. Now it's Murray. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a first and 10 down at the 31. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. The Cardinals at 500, sitting at 5-5. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good and get the whole crowd behind it. I think it's going to be tough to beat in this one.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Throwing now is Murray. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Jags are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, That play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost him a ball game. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. Finding space at the 40. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Now Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Davis. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 more yards there and another first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the 38, Lawrence. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
I'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Chad Muma brings him down on that one defensively.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On first down, right back to ETN. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here's Murray from midfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That pass complete to Moore. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Play fake. Murray. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Easy.
Throwing on first down is Murray. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11. Now Murray again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. There he goes left side. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On play action, it's Murray. He completes it to Ridley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Murray going to throw. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a give here to Pollard. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray rolling to his left. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Pollard. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Let's go.
From the 16, Murray. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Tony Pollard. His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cards are back within a score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
First target, first catch, and a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Flush to his right, and he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Christian Kirk with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Here's Pollard. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 43 yards on the ground for him so far. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Murray. Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Jags will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. We are headed to the fourth here on Thanksgiving night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On first down, Lawrence. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 20-yard line. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. A first down carry for Davis. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Holding. Offense.
You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
After the penalty, it's Davis. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. Now Murray. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Another try after the first down sack. Murray over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line. Here's Murray. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Calvin Ridley, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. After the touchdown, it's Gain to kick this one away. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Zaven Collins there to make the play defensively. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Here's Lawrence. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Now Lawrence. Right back to Davis. It's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
60 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Well, here's Davis to run again on 2nd. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, it's Davis. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. On 2nd down, Davis. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And this one wasn't easy. You had an East Coast team, Charles.